For Green Industry News, this is The Turn. Live from the Turfs Up Radio studios in Louisville, Kentucky, with coverage across the country and across the street, also across the room. Live from the Turfs Up Radio news desk, I'm Steve Anthony.
In the news, Baltimore, Maryland. The Mid-Atlantic Nursery Trade Show has debuted its Mance.com Business Hub, developed to connect exhibitors and buyers during the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite not being able to meet in person, the Intelligent Searchable Business Directory will provide opportunities for exhibitors and buying companies to engage in commerce during this year's show, scheduled for January 6th through the 8th, 2021. The Mance.com Business Hub encourages exhibitors and buying companies to network, explore, and discuss new products, and engage through the Hub's intelligent matching to connect exhibitors and buyers based on selected categories of interest. Participants then can easily engage in real time in the ways that work best: Zoom, GoToMeeting, WebEx, etc., from the location of their convenience. Exhibitor profiles will feature product images, videos, and company news and information to help inform and educate buyers, while also providing opportunities to participate in one-on-one meetings, group sales presentations, live product demonstrations, and hosted drop-in hours. Mance is committed to providing a meaningful platform through which exhibitors and buyers can search, shop, learn, connect, and buy during this year's show. Plans for Mance 2021 also include print and digital versions of the annual Buyer's Guide, the creation of an online calendar of public virtual exhibitor events, and virtual edition of the yearly New Product Showcase for Green Industry Media. I'm Steve Anthony for Turfs Up Radio News.
Now, with your Turfs Up Radio Sports Report, here's Ryan Breda.
What's up, Turfs Up Radio? This is Ryan Breda giving you today's sports report. The Miami Heat cut into the Lakers' lead on Sunday night after the 115-104 win in Game 3. Jimmy Butler led the way for Miami with a 40-point triple-double, giving the Heat some life even with Bam Adebayo and Goran Dragic out. Butler also became the first player to score 40 points without attempting a three-pointer since Shaquille O'Neal back in 2002. In Major League Baseball news, Angel Hernandez, an umpire who filed a racial discrimination lawsuit against the league, has been assigned to umpire the series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and San Diego Padres. Hernandez filed the lawsuit back in 2017, claiming he hasn't been assigned to a World Series since 2005 and hasn't been promoted to lead an umpiring crew. The case is undergoing pretrial motions in the U.S. District Court in Manhattan. And lastly, Cleveland Browns running back Nick Chubb will miss several weeks after suffering an MCL injury to his right knee. Chubb, who entered the weekend 4th in NFL in rushing, had already ran for 43 yards on 6 carries against Dallas before leaving the game. Kareem Hunt will take over the running back duties while Chubb is out. That's it for the sports report. This is Ryan Breda reporting for Turfs Up Radio. Your industry, your station. Now, back to you, Steve.
Thank you, Ryan. Now let's turn to your weather across the nation. Here's Turfs Up Radio's own meteorologist, Abby Lancia.
Hello everyone, this is Abby Lancia with Turfs Up Radio reporting your national weather forecast. Today is Tuesday, October 6, 2020. Tropical Storm Delta is quickly strengthening over the Caribbean. This storm went from a 45-mile-per-hour storm, now it is up to a 60-mile-per-hour storm, and it is expected to become a hurricane by today if it hasn't already. So what does this mean for the states? Well, looking at the cone right now, it looks like by Friday morning, winds may be up to 100 miles per hour right off of the coast of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, and more to come on this storm as it continues to approach the Gulf Coast. We have more rain coming down in southern Florida after the very wet week last week. Tropical Storm Gamma is hundreds of miles away, but it is bringing in all of this moisture into Florida. Localized flooding to be expected as the rain continues with some breaks in between. We're seeing a change in the weather from coast to coast. First off, we're going to see temperatures on the East Coast come back up a little bit. Most areas on the East Coast will be around the low to high 70s today, back to those average temperatures. For the West Coast, temperatures are cooling down a little bit, which is definitely better for firefighting. And luckily, we're seeing a little bit more moisture in the forecast for the West Coast for the next 7 days. And that is it for today, everyone. This is Abby Lancia with Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station. Have a great day.
Thank you, Abby. That's it for the latest in green industry news, weather, and sports. To hear more and get the daily updates sent to your phone, be sure to download the Turn podcast on your mobile device. That's Turn for Turfs Up Radio News. For Turfs Up Radio, I'm Steve Anthony for the Turn.